Hey friends, I hope that you're having a wonderful day today. My name's Luciano and I make videos on the internet. After this little introductory snippet, we are going to go ahead and jump into a live stream from over on Twitch that I made about 2 to 3 weeks ago in which I played Fallout New Vegas. There were some friends who stopped in on the chat. I don't think the chat is visible in the actual recording, which is something that I'm working on. I am, in fact, live streaming again. I want to get back into live streaming, and I have started doing live streams over on Twitch. I don't have a super clear schedule just yet because of the fact that I want to try and get everything ready before I try to do real streams. So I've only done test streams, but I did one for Fallout New Vegas and I did one for Red Faction Guerrilla, which is the second Red Faction game, and it is my personal favorite of the games and the entries in that particular franchise. I will almost certainly be uploading this video today, February 11th, and then I will probably try and upload the other live stream next week. As I start to get back into Twitch and as I start to get back into live streaming, I'm very interested in live streaming on YouTube as well. I know that there's some people who really would like for me to live stream more often, and that's something that I'm going to be trying my best to do. But anyways, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I can't wait to hear from you. I hope that the snowpocalypse, if that happened where you live, treated you well. And I will see you all soon in the comment section down below. Bye-bye, everyone. Hi, hi, friends. Right now, a lot of things are happening all at once. I'm very delighted to discover that things are not super loud, as I discovered accidentally, but I am going to take a second to acclimate to everything being up, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. The purpose of today's video, the purpose of today's stream, is just to test what Fallout New Vegas looks and sounds like for all of the friends, so give me just a little bit while I go and advertise that we are actually live right now over with some people, because it has been several years since I have done anything on Twitch. I hope that you guys are having a great day. I know that I am. Let's see what's going on. Currently live on Twitch for the first time in over 2 years. Wild. But yeah, I'm so excited to be back. I used to make pretty regular content on Twitch, and then I got sick, and it took me a really long time to get better. So I am absolutely going to be experimenting with a lot of different stuff. I am Luciano. I make videos on the internet. It has been a really long time for a lot of people, so if you only know me through Twitch, I'm not surprised if you have forgotten me, but I am back. I am attempting to do some live streaming again and to get back into doing stuff online. I am going to see what I can do to make sure that the chat is pulled up. I am going to send a text message. This is a test message. This is a test message. Can I see it on my end? Yes, I can. That is perfect. I really hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. We are gonna be getting started very shortly. I am just seeing all the places that I can experiment and post things. If you are here, it is my sincere hope that you're having a wonderful day and a wonderful time. We are going to be doing some testing of Fallout New Vegas just to see how it runs, just to see how it sounds. I am very curious as to a lot of different audio things because I am not a big streamer person. Every time I stream, I am filled with intense anxiety, but I really like it. So let's go ahead and see what we can get up to, what sort of mischief we can get up to in New Vegas. I am gonna see if this isn't impossibly loud. It shouldn't be. it doesn't sound impossibly loud, but I will go ahead and make sure that everything that I can do is set up in such a way that this doesn't blow anyone's ears off, because that is a problem that I have run into in the past. Let me see what I can do here. Go over here. Volume mixer. Yeah. So as you can see, we are definitely used to... I'm definitely someone who has a little bit of experience with streaming, but I don't have a whole ton of experience. I'm hoping that that should keep this from exploding anyone's eardrums while allowing people to still be able to hear. But with that said, we are now going to go ahead and head on into the actual Let's Play. I really like Fallout New Vegas. I've always been a fan of the Fallout games, and I'm a much bigger fan now that the show is out. We are going to be doing a new file. If this is impossibly loud, please let me know, and I will see what I can do to try and make it so that it is less damaging to people's eardrums. But for right now, it's definitely going to be an interesting time. Let me go ahead and go over to audio, lower this a little, that should help. I want people to be able to hear, but I also, I would rather people not be able to hear than people go onto my stream for 1 second and go deaf. That's something that I would hate a lot more. Also, I know that I got a notification just now from something. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. It is currently a very interesting time. Oh, cool, I think I got a new follower. I am absolutely going to have to experiment so much with what's going on. Hey, Walt, I hope that you're doing great. I am over here doing a lot of stuff for the first time today. Oh, not defaults, dang it. Okay. Walt, do me a favor. If you are deafened by the in-game audio, please let me know. I apologize if that is the case. I am doing my best, and it is an experience. Now we're going to go ahead and actually start the new game. I am going to let the cutscene play out, so that way people can enjoy it. But, yeah. Okay, I will go in... I skipped the cutscene by accident. You hate to see it. I will go in and I will make it less loud. I do appreciate you. I am such a messy streamer, and there's always so much going on with streams that I don't often like to do them, just because I hope that that helps. Just because there's so many things happening all at once, it's very difficult for me to keep track of everything in my brain at the same time, but I'm hoping that that helps. Trying to find the exact right audio levels is going to be an adventure. I tested this game out just enough to know that it runs. I'm going to go ahead and enter my name, Luciano. I'm trying to experiment with a lot of different things all at once because my health and a lot of different work things have been interacting at all the same time to make my financial situation very messy. I am going to try to add subtitles in a second. I believe someone else just followed, in which case I am so excited that you're here. Let me see what I can do about that. Display is this where alright, general subtitles on. You love to see it. We stay on accessibility over here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that was great. I do believe that someone else also just followed, in which case, very cool. If not, that's awesome as well. but let's see. Great. Now we're going to go ahead, go to next. We're going to make ourselves Hispanic. We are going to do presets. We're just going to go with preset 1 because today we're just all about having fun. I do believe that this is going to be a fun character. Let's go ahead and get started. I also know that this is an awkward time to be streaming. I didn't want to do this at a time when I thought that there would be a ton of people who would be able to come on because I really don't know how this is going to go. I didn't want to take the risk that this would get a ton of people whose first ever time seeing my content would be this, and then they would get to think that I had no idea what I was doing. I would rather piece it all together while there is not that many people, while we're being real low pressure and stuff. Yeah, I know. Well, you do live in a very funky time zone. So you are in a place where people actually would be able to see my stuff right now. Most of the other people over in my neck of the woods are probably working if they're able-bodied and or lucky, and not everyone is that, so I'm definitely banking on that. I do think that we're going to keep these scores the same. I really like to do, let's see, I really like to go high charisma. I won't go all in on charisma, but that'll definitely be one of the ones that I make quite high. And then I will go in average and everything else except for luck. Yeah, let's see. I actually do not have an active Discord that I am a part of, Thomason, at least not one that is for my stuff. There are older Discords that I was a part of that I've made, and there are Discords where I'm active, but there's not any where I am one of the lead moderators, although, let's see. Let me go ahead and sit on down. Very, very nice view over there. Now we're going to go ahead and play this little game. I think we're going to go with train for dog. For house, we're going to go shelter. For night, we're going to go with dream. Bandit, let's see, reasonable. Light, we will go with inspiration. And then with mother, we will go with caretaker. So let's see, conflict just in my nature. I'll go ahead and say agree. I ain't given to relying on other people for support. I'll say disagree. Always fixing to be the center of attention. Agree. Slow to embrace new ideas. Strongly disagree. I don't remember exactly what this does. I know that this determines like a few different things, but I don't remember like 100% of all of the stuff that this modifies. I will go ahead and say no opinion here. Let's see. Caveman Gober. Yes, the Rorschach test, or whatever that's called. Chemical reaction, and then we will say a priceless work of art, and let's say a light in the darkness. Doc Mitchell doesn't have anything to compare it to. You guys know how it is at this point if you played this game. But now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the stuff. Speech and science. I will replace this one with medicine, and then I'll go ahead and determine our next little miscellaneous traits. But let's see, got a form for Doc Mitchell. Doc Mitchell wants us to fill out this form. Let's see, come on, come on. But yeah, it has definitely been a very interesting year. So because of that, I am going to go ahead and embrace that energy with Wild Wasteland, and then with 4 eyes, I will just have to go and find the glasses, but that's fine. Anyways, we are gradually getting through stuff right now. I uploaded a video today, and one of the things that happened that's made today so wonky for me is that I am going to go and see what my settings are. Controls, action mapping. Let me see what the thing is for the inventory. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. I'm a streamer, baby. It's definitely really, really weird to be a streamer. Tab. Oh, I can't. I don't have the Hoop Boy yet. I'm dumb. It's been so long since I have played this game. I don't think that you guys understand. Let me see, exit. It's definitely going to take me a second to get adjusted, but this year I am going really hard on doing things like streaming and stuff because I don't have much of a choice. It has been a rough year in terms of like work and stuff. So because of that, it is forcing me to remember that really, as a disabled person, which for those of you who don't know, I am, one of the only real safety options that I have if I want to work is to create stuff myself. So let's see. I am not gonna sell you a gambling app, although, the grind never stops. But this has been a really odd year for me in terms of career and work. It's actually been a really rough year, but then there have been like little things that have been really great. I uploaded a video today to YouTube, and if you don't know about my YouTube channel, you should check out my link tree in the description, in my little streamer description, because it has all of my links. But I uploaded a video today that got several hundred views. It's gotten almost 1,000 views actually, and it's really weird. I'm gonna go with no for the hardcore Fallout. I'm now gonna go ahead and check my inventory. Let me see if I can't buff my perception a little. Do I have anything? I do not have anything that would help me there. You hate to see it. But this is the beginning. But yeah, I do have a YouTube. It is in the description. It is in my link tree, which is where all of my little links are located. I do use it a fair amount. I'm definitely someone who doesn't do a whole lot of Twitch streaming because of my technology being very, very not good. So because of that, it has been a very interesting time. I had an interesting experience deciding to go ahead and I'm experimenting with the controls to make sure I remember everything. So if you see me looking absolutely ridiculous, that's why. But I'm deciding that I'm really going to go all in on creating content this year, and that does mean that I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming. I don't think that I'm going to be streaming like every day or anything ridiculous, but I do. Oh no, I don't know how to activate those cool buttons that smarter people than me know how to do. So because of that, so I just saw a Discord message that I'm going to react to in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how to do the cool social buttons. I actually have I have a few friends who are professional streamers, and I might try to talk to them and get some advice. Let me go ahead and do this. We're gonna go to a dungeon right quick. I don't know if I want to like stream all day or anything like that. I just know that I'm over here, I'm having fun. I'm trying to piece it together, so that way I can do everything that I really want to do. Let me go ahead. Come on. Dang, my aim is bad. Okay, that reload. Oh, there comes another one. Let me go ahead and see if I have. Cool. I will now go ahead and do this. Do this. But yeah, I really do want to get better at streaming. I'm very excited that this game works even this well, I'm going to be honest. Now, there's a lot of quirkiness to this, but that's me, that is not the game. So if you see me wandering around looking like I have no idea what I'm doing, that is what's going on. Oh, come on, there we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You're wondering about my YouTube name? I've had a YouTube account for several years, and because of that, I had YouTube account back when it got acquired by Google, and they changed everything's name, and I just haven't been able to. I know the hack for this. let me just go ahead and depower. I know enough about Fallout to know how things work, so let me see what I can do there. But yeah, one of my big goals is to try and eventually hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and also become a YouTube person in general, as well as like figure out how to stream on other things. Let's see, that's machine. Nope. Is this it? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and exit. I think that we're gonna try this one more time and then we're gonna move on, because I'm not seriously trying to do a series here. I'm mostly just trying to go ahead and have a fun time. Let's see. I know pretty much everything about the New Vegas story. Hearing, okay, so hearing is mostly correct. Let me see what other word is like hearing. Yeah, I played all the way through Fallout New Vegas. I played it before. Let me see if leaders. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna exit this. I'm sure someone smarter than me would be able to figure out how to do that. But yes, I have played all the way through Fallout New Vegas. My partner and I are currently watching the Fallout show. It is our favorite show. I love Lucy, and Jessica is a huge fan of the Ghoul. So we are devouring every episode of it the day that it happens. Tomorrow's gonna be a little bit quirky because we have a church thing going on. That's right, the Legion, famously the goodest boys of the wasteland. um, I'm gonna hop away for 2 seconds, but I'm still here. So anyone who wants to chat definitely can. Let's see. My channel's named this way because I haven't changed the name. Because I haven't changed the name yet. I keep planning to, and I just haven't. I keep planning to do so, and I just haven't had the time and memory needed. Let's see. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to go see what's happening with Cheyenne and Cheyenne's owner, Sunny. Yes. I was struggling to remember Sunny's name for a second. I know this is going to be a very janky Let's Play, but I'm honestly just so stoked to actually be here creating content. I want to try and figure out when a good night to sit down and play games would be, because most of the people that I know who would watch my content are very interested, would want to see me play. It's just that they're not available at the time that I'm streaming right now. So that's fine for right now, but in the future I definitely will be trying to do things a little bit more organized. I really wanted to see if my technology had the stuff needed to do this, and that sounds really lame, but it's honestly pretty true. I'm infamously bad when it comes to technology, and between my bad technology and my brain, I wanted to make sure that I knew what was going on before I tried to commit. Let's see. Oh yeah, when I'm shooting things from a distance, I'm able to do it all.
Tell you what.
But yeah, I love technology. I do think that I'm going to call the tutorial here. I'm going to continue to mess with the bottles if I can. I hope she doesn't take them down. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, that's very cool. But yeah, technology is absolutely not my strong suit. That was definitely a risky play. Technology is not my strong suit, but I like trying with technology. I want to figure out how to be a content creator, because I'm going to be honest, that's kind of the safest job for someone with the disabilities that I have. For those of you who don't know, I struggled to walk. I was in a car crash a couple of years ago, and also I have acid reflux really bad. It's the thing that I have is called GERDS, which is essentially super advanced acid reflux, and it makes it difficult to talk. I know that that may not seem like the case given that I'm talking right now, but if I talk for too long, it can be pretty tricky. I'll be in a lot of pain, and those are very interesting things to live with at the same time. So because of that, work and stuff is constantly a messy experience for me, but I am doing my best to try and get everything together on my end to try and become a real content creator who can make a safe living. I finally figured out how to switch from first to not first person just now. Think that I have the brain meats needed to be a content creator sometimes. Let me see. I do want to go on some adventures before we end this stream. The stream has actually only been going for 20 minutes. Oh no, not a banana. Potassium, my potassium levels probably are low. But yeah, I think that my ideal career would be if I were able to make a living doing streaming and content creation. And that can mean a lot of different things. That doesn't have to mean just YouTube and stuff. And this year, I've done a lot of work to begin the process of diversifying how I make money and making it easier for people to support me, and also for me to make money without people throwing dollars at my face, although that is very necessary right now. This has been a bad month in terms of work, but I'm still trying to go out and create content and do the things that I can do that entertain people and bring a smile to their face and help them just sort of relax for a little while. That is kind of my dream. I really like the idea of being able to create a space where my friends and I can hang out, where people can be at peace, and where we can just have fun conversations about a lot of different things. There is an enemy nearby. I also know that there's some grenades over here, or not grenades, there's mines. I am going to go ahead and grab my varmint rifle, and I am going to go and see if I can get the jump on some of my enemies. Oh yeah, I definitely can. Oh, dang it. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on, and bam. And there is another one I missed. How am I missing? I really should just stick with like melee weapons. I should go with a biblically accurate Luciano build and do melee weapons. Back when I was younger, I was very into martial arts, and I was actually not bad at them. So it is very interesting that now my body is just a complete mess. So there's no real way for me to do fun, cool things with martial arts that I used to do. But when I was younger, I was into Taekwondo and Muay Thai and karate, and I also learned some Salat as well. So when I was younger, I did martial arts, like for real. And it is very interesting now. I'm doing the ultimate defensive build. No enemy can pierce me this way, because enemies in this game have recoil. There's so many. Let's see if we are about to witness the first death. Although I don't know, actually, we're doing some numbers. Oh dang! We were able to use the environment to our advantage when the only real enemy that would have been dangerous was already done. Get back here! Oh, there's another one coming. Okay. I was about to use un pistola on that guy. So let me see what I can do over here. It's very cool to see that other people did martial arts as well. That is extremely rad. Walt, I didn't know that about you. But yeah, I did karate. I had formal lessons in karate and taekwondo. I had informal lessons in Muay Thai and Salat. So I am someone that actually does know a fair deal about martial arts. I haven't done them in years, so I'm not very good at them. But yeah, that was a thing that I did as a child that I had a lot of fun with. I'm pretty sure that there's like an explosive or something here. I do know that there is a guy who's gonna be very cross with me if he gets the opportunity. Oh, reading glasses. Yes, my perception. Let's go. I hit the auto run button and I almost early ended. I almost had to fail my chain there for a second. So that would have been really bad. But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to crouch. And I do know that my rival, my is going to be down here somewhere waiting for me. I just have to see where he's at. But yeah, I'm having a real blast doing this particular video today and doing this live stream. And I'm so glad to be back to creating content. I do hope that I am able to make it stick. I think that creating content and doing stuff with my friends here and in other places, I think that's the ideal way for me to make a living, just because it's so much less worrisome than what I was doing before, and what I sometimes am just not always going to be able to do because of my health. So yeah, but yeah, things are pretty good on my end. I think that we're going to go for probably another hour, so we're going to do like a 90-minute stream. I don't know if this is going to be the beginning of a real series, but I do hope that everyone here has fun, even if you're watching this back later and you're just seeing me absolutely bumble around the wasteland. I'm waiting for my op, because I'm pretty sure that if you clear this place, he appears anyway. I know that, like, if you talk to him before, he shows up when you, like, finish the encounter, but I'm not seeing him just yet. But yeah, this has been a blast for me. It's very fun to be revisiting old stomping grounds, and to see what's going on in the wasteland. Let's see. I do have other games that I would like to do, Walt. This was one of the first games I wanted to try, because this game is not as messy streaming-wise as some of the other games I was thinking about. Over on my YouTube channel, I have done Sonic stuff. I've done Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, and dang, I guess he's just not here. That's crazy. I feel like I just missed something. Okay, I'll go ahead and take this. I feel I have done Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, and those are some of my favorite games. I love Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. I also have Among Us, and I have friends that are streamers, and I might see what I could do about joining them, both to have some other friends to mess about with, and also to see if any of their peeps would be interested in seeing my adventures and the sort of tomfoolery and shenanigans that I get up to in the wasteland and other places. But it's been a while since I have really done anything with some of the friends that I'm planning to interact with, and that makes me sad. It's just that, like, technology and stuff has never been my strong suit, and even simple games are notoriously tricky for me to try and play. But I'm so excited to be back and to be trying things. I really like Fallout New Vegas. This is not a game that is so utterly ridiculous in terms of its frame rate and stuff that it would be especially difficult for me to try and get in on streams with them. But yeah, so Fallout New Vegas probably will be one of the games that I try to play a little bit more often and a little bit more seriously. I would love to try Fallout 4, which I do have. I've never tried streaming it on this particular computer. I also have Skyrim, and I did used to stream Skyrim on my older computer, so I'm pretty sure I could do Skyrim on this one. Let's go ahead and avoid the radiation zone. I also like the way that this game does radiation a lot more than the way... I'm trying to not get in the radiation zone. Let's see. And there's another one coming. Oh boy. Where is the other one coming? But yeah, I do have other games that I plan to do, so even if Fallout is not your bag, if you're mostly here just to appreciate me, or just to hang out with a little bit, just to hang out with an old friend, I really appreciate that. I am very happy that you will, in fact, have an opportunity to see me play other things, if that is your speed. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming. That's one of the big things that I have to think about, because it is difficult for me to do a ton of streaming just because of how it taxes my voice. Like, even now, I feel a little funny doing this much talking, but I am definitely going to be playing other games. So yeah. I'm very excited to see what sort of shenanigans we can get up to. I have GTA 5. I believe I tried streaming it once on my older computer. I don't remember how well it worked, but that might be a thing. The other game that I'm definitely going to be trying, and it might actually be the next game that I try streaming, would be the next game that I try streaming, and it might be the very next game that I try streaming, is going to be Red Faction Guerrilla. I love the Red Faction series, and I have it, and I know that I'm able to stream it without it being incredibly taxing, and that is just a blast of a game. So that might actually be the next game that we try streaming over on like Friday or something if I decide that that's the route I want to take. But yeah, so right now we're just exploring. I don't know how we're gonna do if we have to get into a shoot off with a whole bunch of other people, that's definitely partially because I'm exploring places that I'm probably not the proper level for. But like, if I'm just exploring, if I'm just fighting a wild animal, so long as it's not like a Deathclaw or a Night Stalker, I'm gonna be pretty okay with just my machete. But yes, you guys are correct that the best streamers are here, but I need to stream to be able to pay my bills. And unfortunately, with just two fans, just two friends, that's not an option. My arms must be getting tired, but I do love the spam ability of the machete. Let me see if we can go ahead and fast travel. I guess we'll go ahead and start actually doing some quests. Let's go ahead and travel to Goodsprings, so that way, yes, let's see. we, let me go ahead and do that because you aren't wrong. Let me see what doing that is like on this. Okay, and we are gonna go ahead and do that. Perfect. Yeah. So streaming is definitely an interesting experiment with me because it is so much to keep track of. And on YouTube, I actually talked about how it's sometimes a bit of a struggle. Wow, I'm aura farming in the background. I have to be careful to not like aura farm at the wrong time.
Get out.
But yeah, let's see, get out. Jerk. Okay, let me go and talk to Trudy. Let me see. Oh, cool. We leveled up. So we're gonna go ahead and let's see. We're gonna go and run through these little speech checks. These little speech checks. Let's see. What are you gonna do? And then we will go ahead. Okay, cool. That did start the quest. I'm gonna go ahead and click goodbye so I can go ahead and level up. We are gonna make our repair a little bit higher. I don't remember if it needs to be 30. I'm gonna go ahead and just push this up to 30. And then we will also go ahead and get the confirmed bachelor upgrade. And from here, we will see about. Let's have some more conversations. Anything interesting going on? Does Goodsprings? Dang, I'm trying to get the thing to. I was trying to aura farm on that guy because he was being a big old dickhead. Let me see. I was trying to get the thing to repair the radio, but I don't remember how to do that. Let me see if we can speed bullets some radio stuff. Come on. Come on, let's see. Okay, want me to take a look at your broken radio? Let's go. Very cool. Okay.
Be careful.
Let's see. Broken radio, activate radio. Dang, I only needed 20, but you know, that's still a good skill to have. So let's see. And now I fixed your radio. Yeah. And boom, aura farming. Minecraft is another game that I actually did stream before. I streamed it on YouTube, funnily enough, back with some other friends of mine who were regular people who watched my channel and stuff. And I would love to do that again. So now I'm going to go ahead. and go talk to that guy. I'm gonna go and talk to that dude for all the people who know about Cub Scouts. And let's see. Minecraft is a lot of fun. I am a big Minecraft player. I haven't played it on this computer, but I actually have it for the Switch, and I love Minecraft for the Switch. I think it's such a fun way to play the game. It's also really cool to be able to play it on the go. So let's see. Do you know that there's a man named Joe Combe looking for you? Let's see. Come on. Maybe I can help. Let's see. I'll ask around. Yeah. So now we're gonna go ahead and do all of the quest stuff. But yeah, aura farming. If you don't know, aura farming is when you are like looking really cool and badass and intimidating. And there's lots of different animes now that are infamous for aura farming, but one of the big ones is Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is an adaptation of a Korean webcomic, and it is fantastic. Both the anime and the actual manhwa, which I definitely butchered that pronunciation of. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna help Ringo take on the Powder Gangers. Let's see. That was easy. Now, let's see. I'm gonna go talk to some of the people so that way we can get some of our homies. Manhwa. Yes. I don't know how to pronounce it, but just like in everything, I try my best. Unfortunately, the issue is that my best is not very good. And then from here, we're going to go ahead. I believe we're going to be able to get the help. I don't believe we're going to be able to get Easy Pete's help, which is unfortunate. That dynamite is always very cool. But we should be able to get everyone else's help without any issues. So, yeah. My video on YouTube continues to be doing numbers. It is really, it is such a weird day. Oh man, I don't have the barter needed to be able to get his help. That's crazy. I didn't know that you needed it to be 25. Dang. I'm just gonna have to go back. I'm just gonna have to do it without his assistance, but that's fine. Let me actually see if I have the medicine needed to get Doc's help. Oh wow, my body is injured. That okay, yeah, I do have the medicine needed. But yeah. So let's see, we're going to keep it going, we're going to keep it moving and schmoving. It has been such a quirky day. Let me see, where is Doc Mitchell? Come on, my man, my man, my man. There you are. Okay, Doc Mitchell, let's see. I'm hurt, I need help. Medicine, yeah, okay. Very cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the quest, so that way we can do some stuff. Data. Let me see. Quests. Ghost Town gunfights, and then from here, when you're actually ready to do the quest, return to Ringo. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure what the next step in the quest was because it's been so long. But yeah, if you are like a really badass fighter, if you're able to like take on all of your opponents by yourself, and there's like 5 of them or whatever, and you're able to do it without getting like a single blow on you, and you just look badass, that's aura farming. I really like aura farming. I think it's so silly, and it never fails to make me laugh. Where is this dude? There's that dude. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Sunny's with us. Cool. Let's do this. Yeah. The Powder Gangers are here. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna do the quest. I guess I will pull out my gun because I have a feeling that I'm gonna be in for a not fun time if I try to just run up to them and poke everyone real aggressively. But yeah, so let's see what's going on over here. Is there a way to run? That's not the. If there is, that's not it. I know that Fallout 4 has a dedicated sprint button. I don't remember if this one does. Okay, so let's see. Come on. Also, where's the bats? Oh, dang! I'm getting eat up over here. Okay, now everyone is close enough. I'm gonna go ahead. Can you imagine if I just started looking at people aggressively with my binoculars? Alright, Stimpak. Aha! Yeah, let's go! Yeah. Don't block. Only I can block. I am the actual player character. I feel like those people who get mad when an enemy NPC heals. Alright, cool. Is there anyone left? There's you. I don't know why. Why is this where you've gone? But yeah, I did in fact win. Let's go! We got our first little reputational thing. Let's keep it moving. And now Joe has been defeated. Let's see what he's got on him. I'll take his stuff. Oh, he had a stealth boy. That's fancy. Okay, so now from here, we are gonna go and look at the other little bodies that are running around. I am looking away from my screen for 2 seconds, so I'm hoping that people ain't gonna be mean or anything. Oh, yeah, very cool. Let's see. You're welcome. Let's see. Perfect. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the other guys. I will, in fact, grab your baseball bats. Let's see what's going on. I will take this. I will take this. I love me a shotgun, so I will, in fact, be taking it. I will also grab your dynamite and all of that stuff. I will also grab your baseball cap. Now we're gonna be styling. So let's see, apparel. We're gonna go ahead and put on the. Oh dang, that's crazy! I can't believe that I forgot to put on my glasses. I was so excited to get them, and then I forgot to equip them. That's what happens when someone with the small brain like me tries to be doing too many things all at once. But now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see what happens if we go over there for a little bit. If y'all were expecting an organized stream, I really hope that you weren't, because I do think that just with me and streaming in general, I think it's going to be difficult for me to be organized to past a certain point. I will always be able to focus on the general topic at hand, but the idea that I'm going to be able to be focused and be present in a real, meaningful way is definitely an idea that I would advise people not think of me. That is not a skill set that I have. I'm able to be in the moment. I'm able to be chatty and stuff, but I cannot think on my feet. Hey, Victor, is that right? Yes, that was correct. And now, come on, where are the enemies? I know that there are some around here. Usually, I'm not gonna try and do anything silly like going after. This guy's arms must be wacky, because he is just always swinging. Oh, I got a raven. Okay, we're not gonna go down there. I know that that's where the goodest boys in the wasteland are waiting. The gentlest, kindest little doggos are waiting for me down there with their poison and shit, but we're not gonna go down there just yet, because I want to see how far I can go before I actually bite the bullet for the first time, which is definitely a thing that's gonna happen. I know me. I'm not very good at gaming in general and at this game, so because of that, I know that things are gonna go that way, but we're still gonna be chilling. We're still gonna keep on going downstairs. It's entirely possible that at this point I'm just hanging out by myself, but if I am, that's completely fine. I'm honestly just so excited that I was able to reunite with some pals, even just for a few minutes. Live streaming is honestly just such a cool job. I know that I know that I'm a million miles away from being able to live stream. Hey, there we go. Love to see it, Walt. I know that I'm like a million miles away from making money doing live streaming and all that jazz. That's super fair. But I honestly think that like just being able to hang out with your friends for a little while and chat about stuff, entertain people, that seems like the coolest job in the world to me. When I was younger, there was a time when I really wanted to work on a radio show, and even now I still apply for radio jobs. Also, hi! Hi, Mia, if you are a real person, that's super dope. If you're not, I hope your algorithm, I don't know what algorithm brought you here, but if you are real, that's rad. I hope you're having a fun time. We're really just shooting the shit, I guess, as we explore the wasteland. There should be a cave somewhere around here. Going into that cave might kill me, but if it does, you know, we had a good run. This isn't permadeath. I don't know why I'm saying it like I would end the stream there. Yeah. I think that it would be the coolest job in the world to be able to just sit down with friends, talk for a little while, and see how people are doing. There's a Wild Wasteland event. Yeah, it's the Indiana Jones reference. Woo! Um, I think it'd be such a cool job to be able to just see how people are doing, check in with friends, maybe play a song, maybe talk about like current events or whatever. That seems like some of the most fun that I think someone could have while also like doing things and getting paid. That seems like a very cool way to make a living. And I hope that I'm lucky enough to be able to do that someday. I am working towards hitting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and towards hitting all the beefy hour milestone things that people have to do to be able to actually make money streaming and stuff. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it. I don't know if I'm ever going to be one of the lucky people who's able to do all of that cool stuff. But I hope that I'm able to. I think that'd be really awesome if that is a thing that I'm lucky enough to be able to do. I do see enemies on the thing, so come on. Oh, okay. They are powder gangers, and they are not happy to see me. Uh, oh, got him. Got him. Oh wow! I cannot believe that I just did 2 shots, 2 kills. I think that's easily the smoothest things I've ever gone so far in this stream. I also know that there's explosives here somewhere. Let me see if that's what those are. I was correct that those were what they were, but I did not have the reaction time to be able to do anything about it. And that's what happens sometimes. But yeah, let me see if I can. There we go. Perfect. And now we should be clear. I might be wrong. There might be others. I'll go ahead and grab these things, and then I will go ahead and exit. And yeah, it's been such a quirky year, but it's honestly kind of nice that it's gotten me doing some of the old stuff that I used to really like doing. Before I got sick, before I got acid reflux, which eventually turned into GERDs, I was doing regular live streams, and I was actually doing like pretty good on YouTube and stuff, and it was a time when I was starting to get a bit of an audience, and I was actually in a Let's Play series. I was in a group live action tabletop RPG where we were doing a TTRPG system that was about telenovelas, and I had to miss some of the sessions because of my health. Like my ability to talk started to decline really rapidly, and it took me several years before I was confident enough to really try that again. I tried live streaming on Twitch in, I want to say, either 2023 or 2024, the last time I tried live streaming, and it was a blast. I'm so excited to be back. At the time I played, at the time the game that I was playing was, let me remember, Sonic Adventure 2. And I had a really fun time doing it, but I was messy with the audio. I wasn't able to figure out how loud everything was, and the audio quality was also really bad. And then after that, things started happening, and my partner and I decided to move from where we were living. And last year, I was able to do a whole lot of really normal work for me. I was able to work for a company that, because of the work I was doing, my health stuff didn't really matter. I was able to just sit behind a computer, and I was able to get my work done. And let's see, I'm just going through all this. If I ever do a real player, let's see. Uh, oh yeah. One of your buddies plays this game. Oh man, Fallout New Vegas. This is the game, man. Mia, I don't know. I don't want to assume your. I don't want to assume your pronouns. This is one of my favorite games ever. There's a reason that I decided that my first stream back would be this game, because I was like, all right, even if no one shows up, even if the stream itself is super janky, I know that if I'm playing this game, I'm gonna have a blast. And that has definitely proven to be true so far. So I really hope that if you're able to get this game, you and your buddies get to play it. Unfortunately, you won't be able to play it together, just because of the nature of this. There we go. I'm now. I feel like there's got to be a better way to do this, but I don't think that I have the instincts needed to. I don't think that I have the instincts needed to be able to get like up close and diffuse them that way. So instead, I am going to be doing them from a distance. But yeah, if you heard that audio sound, that was my phone, and I'm very curious as to what caused that little notification. But at 3, we'll go ahead and end the stream. That'll have been a good 90 minutes. That'll have been a nice amount of time for me to settle back into getting behind a computer and playing my games and stuff. But yeah, I'm honestly just so excited to be back. I knew that this was going to be a fun time. Another game that I thought about doing was Star Wars Battlefront. I thought that that would be a fun one, but there's definitely way too much stuff going on all at once for me to be able to be a good content creator for that game with my brain in its current state. I would not be able to rightfully balance both commentary and actually playing the game. Whereas in this game, we have just always been moving. There's always been stuff going on, and I've always been talking. So yeah. But I'm really excited to hear that you're also a gamer. I do hope that you get Fallout New Vegas. This game is a blast. It's something where there's a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff for everyone, no matter what you do with it. So I know that if you go and you get it and you start playing it, you'd definitely be able to get an audience if you are someone who creates content regularly and puts in the work. I'm hopeful that if I put in the work, I'll be able to build an audience just playing the sorts of games that I want to play. I really think that Twitch did a lot of work to revolutionize just a lot of different career options for people. I think it's really cool that now there's people who can, whoa, let me go ahead and hop, hop, hop. All right, I am actually gonna pause things for 2 seconds, and yeah. So let's see. Your personal favorites are Doom, Titanfall, Elden Ring. Oh, those are all great games. Whoa, okay, someone tried to get me there. Let me go ahead and close that. I am going to do 2 things while I heal up. I am going to do that, and then I'm gonna go and heal my broken limbs. God, if only it was this easy to actually heal your broken limbs in real life. Let me see what I could do here. Alright, stim pack, stim pack, stim pack, and now my health is also most of the way up. Come on, pop, pop, pop. Okay, come on. I am now, dang it, really bad time for me to need to reload. Alright, cool. There is another one. This one was also trying to run. There we go. Yeah, those are really rad games. I really want to play Helldivers. I definitely don't think I have the technology needed to be able to play it online, but I know that I could probably, or I don't think I have the computer that would be able to handle streaming it, but I think that I could probably play it by myself, and that would be a fun game for someone to get really into. I keep stealing just all of the stuff. But yeah, I personally prefer role-playing games, so over on this particular stream, not like right now, but just in general, you're probably going to see me playing like not TTRPGs like D&D and stuff, although I would love to do that on a Twitch stream. You're probably going to see me playing stuff like Skyrim and that kind of thing. Those are games that I would definitely have a lot of fun playing. Let me make sure that there's no one over here. I know that there is a companion over there if you have the right research stuff. For those of you who've never played Fallout New Vegas, it's definitely an interesting game to try to be getting into right now if you are like on Amazon and you watch stuff. But yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna enter here. This is I'm definitely doing stuff a little ill-advised given my current build, but let's see. Yeah, I do have a very basic setup going on, and I love that. I really like that there's nothing fancy about what's going on. It's just some good old-fashioned vibes, some good old-fashioned gameplay, nothing ridiculous. Now, my computer and stuff, all of my technology is not very, let's see, come on, there we go. None of my stuff is very high-end, which is unfortunate, because I definitely do want to make a living as a streamer someday, but I'm going to be honest, I definitely think that I could do the work first, build up the audience, and then eventually people could come and join the community and stuff. So it is my hope that my just sort of basic ass setup and stuff isn't anything that turns people away. Ooh, a grenade rifle. Love a grenade rifle. We're not going to use it in close quarters right here, but extremely cool. Let's see. Someone is shooting me. Pop. And now we're going to go for the headshot. Oh, let me go ahead and actually get my health back. If they want to try and all right, I can't believe I was able to get him as he ran away. That's very funny. All right, I am actually going to go ahead. I do think that I will pull out my grenade rifle for this. If they want to come back and try and get me in numbers, they are going to have a not fun time. But yeah, I do love the simpleness of my setup. There's something very like mid 2000s, or there's something very late 2010s about it. Wildly different eras, but it's really nice to just be here, putting in the work, attempting to build an audience and make new friends and all of that stuff. Let me go ahead and do this. Oh, that was not my range. My gunshot was way off. Okay, come on. Now we're gonna go ahead. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, I might die now. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Aha. I was able to save myself. Really thought that they really thought they were gonna get me with that one, huh? Okay. Let me go ahead. I know exactly how to fix this particular problem that I'm in. Yeah. Ha. That. Ooh. Wow. I am getting myself. That's that non-existent quality of my. That's that non-existent quality of my gameplay. Let's see. Now we will wait. Okay, cool. Oh, you guys did some. You guys set things up perfectly for me. Wow, I got my first L there. You hate to see it. But we are gonna keep it going. I did say that I was gonna keep it going until I said that I was gonna keep playing until 3. I do think that's what we're gonna do. That seems like a good amount of time to play. We are going to go ahead and see what we could do here that is good. I'm going to pull out my real shotgun, and I am going to go to town on these baddies. Okay, come on. Oh. Wow, okay, come on. I feel like there's something very unnerving about my calmness in this situation. Oh dang, I took 2 L's in a row. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run it back one more time, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can't put in the work this time. It's okay if we keep taking L's. This isn't a permadeath game or whatever. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to have some fun. We're going to see what's going on. I'm going to get all up in this guy's business, and I am going to make him have... Did I miss twice? Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Pop. And now I'm going to go ahead and move out of the way. I am going to go and take a stim pack, and then I am going to go and pull out my single shotgun, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for him. Pop. Wow. And then Come on, man. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and... Okay, cool. The game paused, but the game didn't actually pause. There we go. Alright, perfect. So, that was that. I do think that we are going to go ahead and see what we could do to get some rest in, because I am definitely getting my ass beat. It's actually kind of funny how bad this is going for me, but that's the sort of thing that we're here for. I do wonder if this would be a good time for me to use my stealth boy. I think that we're gonna hold off on it. I do want to see if the enemy are gonna try and do something. Ooh, one of them is over here. Let me go ahead and see what's going on. But yeah, I do think that adding some custom stuff would help. I totally agree with that. I think that there is I think that the potential vibes here are cool, and I think that if more people knew about it, I knew that if we had like custom stuff, I do think that more people would help, more people would come. So I'm gonna try to see what I could do to get all of my stuff set up nice and proper at some point in the next couple of weeks. But more than anything else, I really do want to just get used to things before I start trying to go bananas with everything. Let me go ahead and set this up to 25, and then we will also go ahead and set this up to 18. Yeah. All right, cool. So now we are also gonna go ahead and save, so that way we don't have to keep doing all the stuff. If we take another L, we don't have to start all over. And let's see what we could do from the side rather than trying to go in the front. Okay, so let's see. Now we're thinking. Now we're playing a little bit smarter, not harder. Okay. Aha. There is someone over there. Let me see. Let me go ahead and remind myself what VATS is. VATS is V. Okay, cool. Now we are going to go ahead and just take real advantage of that, and then we are going to hop. And then, dang, okay, cool. So let me go ahead and use up one of my stim packs. Okay, oof, wow. Someone is trying to put in the work. Okay. Come on. I don't know why you're trying to punch me. Oh, you have armor. Okay, so then I can see why that was not doing anything. Okay, I think that this is a bad situation. Fortunately, I have the ability to end bad situations pretty effectively. Okay, let me also go ahead and... Oh, very cool. I do not want to try and do that this close. Instead, let me go ahead and use a broad burn on. Yep. Okay, and also let me go ahead and see what I could do to restore my health. Yeah. I'll see about looking at your stuff later on, buddy. I'm very helpful. I'm very thankful for the extra advice. I do know that, like, I need a lot of work to make my setup stand out. I'll definitely check out your content later when I am done with this, because it's so nice to be seeing new friends. Yeah, so I am also going to go ahead and click on some stuff. Let's see what's happening over here. I'm about to get back into the action. Just wanted to make sure that I saw where all of my stuff was. Okay, and now let's... Alright, cool. Yes! Oh, come on, man. Come on. I thought that I was done with the fighting. I say that like I know that there is at least one more guy that I haven't seen. Okay, very cool. That was definitely a little frustrating, but we were able to get everyone, so I'm going to go ahead. I am going to celebrate. Jesus. But we were able to get everyone, so I do believe that we can just hang out now. Let me go ahead and reload my pistola, and then I will go ahead and grab all of this. This leather armor was definitely, that leather armor almost got me there. That was ridiculous. But we were able to do that. We were able to go ahead and clear out this part of the dungeon and say hello to a new
I don't
pal.
suppose you
Let's
can.
see. Who are you? I'm Deputy Beagle. Let's see. I'll set you free now. And then bop. All right, cool. So now, and we will go ahead and set him up with the people who are looking for a sheriff. Let's see. Has been captured. Needs to be rescued. Talk to him about protecting the town. Let's see. Bugle. Talk to him about protecting the town. Yeah. Let's see.
I don't plan to come back.
Let's see. All right. Let's get going. And now we will go ahead and walk out of here. And then when we're out of here, we'll talk to him about becoming the sheriff. Oh yeah. Honestly, we're making a nice amount of progress.
Well,
Let's see.
that was plenty.
Wow, this guy's talking. Let's see. Let's see. I. Okay, the sheriff. All right. Dang. Okay. So let's see if I am able to go. That just walloped me. If I am able to go and to do the science stuff, I could go ahead and see how can I help. Let's see. Let me see what are the Let me see what it would take to reprogram our old buddy. Let me see how much science we need. Let's see, science. Hey, let's go. All right, cool. That is a quest that we were able to complete super easily. Awesome. All right, cool. Now I will go and talk to this guy. There you go. That's not who I thought that I was talking to. But yeah, awesome. We were able to go and knock out that quest. And that is a fantastic place to go ahead and keep it moving from. I think that instead of continuing until 3, I think that this was enough of an adventure. We've been playing for, I want to say, like an hour and some change. Let me see. Yeah, an hour and some change. I think that that is a great way. I think that's enough time to go ahead and end this little test stream. I did want to keep playing until 3, but for the sake of saving some of my voice and stuff, I think that this is a really good time for us to go ahead and stop. Also, very interesting to see the 2 other files that I had here that I definitely did not remember. But yeah, I'll check out your work, Mia. Very interested in seeing what you do and looking over on your channel. But that is going to go ahead and be it. We are going to go ahead and exit game. And when my stream is nice and pulled up, I will see about ending it. But yeah. Bye-bye, everyone. This has been a fantastic little test stream. I'm so excited to be back, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys again.